welcome to One Girl in All the World, the Buffy the Vampire Slayer rewatch podcast where we recap each episode in order and discuss. I'm Ashley, Buffy superfan.
Kimmy, Buffy newbie.
You can find us on all major podcast apps, YouTube, and Instagram with new episodes on Tuesdays. All right. So I have my Kiss the Librarian mug.
Yes.
It fell out of the cupboard a while ago.
Oh, I see. Oh no, that's
white
so sad.
chip. So I might have to just get a little yellow mark or something.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you can fix it.
Yeah, it's okay. I need my caffeine. I don't ever drink caffeine, but this is what I do when I need it. All right, so Life cereal. This is what we're talking about.
Not my favorite episode.
Not your favorite?
I was actually I rated it, and I'm actually curious to know what I've rated other episodes so far this season. Pretty sure this is the lowest.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, it is okay.
You know what's really interesting? I just realized the next episode is the Halloween episode.
Oh, fun.
And we're there pretty much. We're in spooky season, so
it is the lowest rating. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect timing.
Yeah, so that'll be good.
I love me a good Halloween episode. I'm sure it'll be better than this one then.
Okay, yeah, so let's just we'll see what little nuggets of goodness we can take out of this one, because I'm sure there's stuff. Okay, so Life Serial originally aired on October 23rd, 2001, written by David Fury and Jade Epstein, which is interesting because they're great and their episodes are always so good, but I agree this isn't the best episode ever. Directed by Nick Merrick, and the synopsis is Jonathan, Warren, and Andrew test Buffy's abilities and patience with a secret campaign of harassment. The Slayer struggles to readjust to life in Sunnydale by attending classes with Willow and working with Xander. And working at the Magic Box. Alrighty. Yeah, with Anya. All right. So, when we left off, Buffy had left to run off to LA.
Okay, yes, I have questions about this. Okay. So she's back, and she doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Or an Angel spinoff episode about this?
It's between two Angel episodes as well. It's all off screen.
So we don't ever get to find out what happened?
No.
Weird. Oh. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of that.
Yeah, she just comes back with chicken. And they're just having dinner, they didn't wait for her. She just took off, which
she didn't tell them she was going to be back.
Yeah, exactly. So totally normal.
So why would they wait for her?
Yeah. She comes back with chicken and she just says they've already eaten. But she had to go. She said it was intense, but I don't want to talk about it. I'm like, okay. And then
sex intense? Obviously not, but
no.
I know. Not. Okay, but whatever. Anyway,
emotionally intense.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if Buffy told Angel that she was in heaven.
Probably.
You think so?
I feel like he's the person she can tell anything to. They have that thing where they've been through the absolute worst thing that could ever happen to anybody, and then they still have that connection.
People watching,
they're never going to have a romantic connection again.
People watching, I want to know if you think that Buffy told Angel. Because I don't think I've really thought about it too deeply before about that.
I mean,
I don't know.
I could tell her friends what happened because she told him that, and now she can't tell them, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, I could be convinced either way, I think. With enough points, I could be convinced either way.
Okay.
That took way too long. All right. So, we acknowledge she comes back, doesn't want to talk about it.
And then they just try to go back to normal.
Yeah, what can they do? They asked about it. She's like, I don't want to talk about it. Okay. And then they start talking about what she's going to do with her life. What's her plan?
Well, they first ask her what her plan is. And she's like, well, if I pay this bill, then I can pay this bill. And then they're like, no. What's your life plan?
Life plan.
And she's like, right.
She's like, oh, God, I haven't thought about that.
It's kind of hard to think about a life plan when you're that financially insecure. So
yeah, it's like get my head above water and then worry about it, I guess. But she talks about, she dropped out of school and her mom got sick and then her mom died and there was all of that. And so maybe she'll go back to school. She always had planned to, but obviously things didn't go as she planned. She missed registration because she was dead.
Yeah.
And so Tara and Willow say, you can just come audit classes for us for the rest of the semester, and then you can, you can re-enroll if you want. And she's like, okay, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And I do look a kind of was cute, kind of like when she was like, "What do you think, Giles?" Because she like just like values his opinion so
Yeah,
much.
he's like the father figure, and
Yeah,
she needs something like that. She's too young to do this on her own.
yeah,
She
yeah,
shouldn't have to be making these kind of decisions. I mean, I know she is an adult, but like
yeah.
it's too
But
much.
yeah, and like she just came back, and they're just like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
By the way, you have no money.
Yeah. By the way, you have less than no money. You
Yeah,
have negative money.
yeah. Zero would be a better option
Exactly. No
than
money would be
what,
great.
than what she's doing. Yeah, so she is going to go back to school and audit, which does nothing for the. That's more money. Okay,
I was thinking that
but
too. Like,
okay.
do you have to pay to audit though? It must be cheaper at least, right?
Well, I just mean like the whole going back to college in general
Mm.
is going to cost her more money. I don't
Yeah.
know. I know that I think you can audit for
Yeah, I
not
think
ever.
so
I don't
too.
everywhere. You can audit for free. At least I know that if you've already taken the class, you can take it again for free.
Mm.
Some places. I don't really know. Um, but yeah. So then that's going to be the plan. So then we go to Andrews and the true. Okay.
I can't remember any of their names, so I just like wrote question mark a bunch.
Well,
Through
they
the last
finally
year.
give their name later in this
Okay, and
episode, so I've been like purposely not using it
oh, okay.
because it's called
Like I
they're the
know
trio.
I know Jonathan,
Yeah, they're the
but
trio.
I know we
Right
know the
there.
other two, but I don't remember them. And also, just I don't care to remember the names, to be honest.
Yeah, so it's Andrew is the blonde,
And then Warner,
Warren is the worst of them, and then Jonathan, who's misguided. The other two are misguided. Warren, I think, is more like
I don't think. I mean,
nefarious.
can you be misguided when somebody helped you as much as Buffy did? That's pretty crappy that
Yeah, no,
he
it's
can do that.
crappy, but
Yeah.
anyway, anyway. Um, you know how okay, like my example would be so far is remember when Fashnik was like, "I want Buffy killed," and Andrew and Jonathan were like, "No, like we
Mm,
can't do that. Like she's
mm.
actually helped me a lot. She's da, da, da." And then Warren was just like, "Here, go kill her." So
Yeah.
I feel
Okay.
like they have lines that Warren doesn't have.
Okay. Okay.
So that's kind of what I mean. All right, so they're getting ready to be the trio and like take over Sunnydale, and they have this van, this black surveillance van with this whole surveillance system inside of it. So they're gonna test Buffy. They're going full nerd on Buffy. So they are going to like test her,
Find her weak
find her
points.
weaknesses. Yeah, and it's funny because they're like, yeah, she won't. This is a black van. It's like very like low key. They're gonna just kind of like
Oh yeah.
be under the radar. And then Andrew is like
Painting the Death Star.
painting the Death Star on the side.
Very intricately, I might say.
Very good. Yes, very good job. And I love how it's funny how they like squabble about like, the design, like if it's like accurate or not to which movie and all of this. And he's
Mhm.
like, get rid of it. That is very conspicuous. Everyone's gonna remember this like van if they see it. So he's gonna paint over it. And they're gonna say, okay, let the games begin because tomorrow we're going to like test this layer. So we go to the credits and then we go to school. So Buffy is going with Willow to like a sociology class.
She's excited to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, you'll love Mike. Mike, the teacher.
Yeah, and Buffy's like, oh, it's different now. You can call teachers by their first names.
Yeah. And she's like, back in my day, like it was literally like
A year ago?
6 months ago, maybe.
Yeah, 6
Oh,
months ago.
no. Well, probably a year. Probably a year
Yeah,
that she
yeah.
dropped out, to
Yeah.
be fair.
Okay.
Yeah, so the teacher just gets right into it, and Buffy cannot keep up. I couldn't keep up.
I
I'm
mean,
like,
I
what
was
the
just
hell
gonna
is
say I
going
couldn't
on?
keep up either. This class sounds really weird.
And have you ever been in a college class or any class where everyone's just every single person's raising their hand
No,
every time?
100% no.
Please.
Definitely not.
So ridiculous.
Also, with all these like it's weird. These concepts sound weird. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah. So Buffy is like, what? Cannot
No, and she
keep up.
feels dumb. And to
Yeah.
Willow's credit, she's like, "You're just rusty," which is true. Like this, I think this might not also just not be the class for her, but like it's gonna take time to like get back into a routine, a schedule.
Yeah.
Like learning is kind of a lot, and when you take
Yeah.
a break from it, you
Yeah.
have to adjust again.
Yeah. And Buffy thinks that maybe she should start slow with like intro to pies or advanced walking. Those are maybe the classes she should be taking. She's like, no, you're gonna be
Those
fine.
sound like good classes. I would, yeah, I like those classes.
I would like to take both of those. Like I've
Yeah,
never like
same.
never falling over again. Like never falling. If you took advanced walking, maybe you wouldn't trip and fall anymore.
It's true. Yeah.
And pie,
Pie
always
is fun.
good. Pie's good. So Tara meets them, and so she's gonna go over to like our Does she say art appreciation? She doesn't say art history, does she? I thought she's just like art appreciation class. Anyway, it's an art class.
Okay, yeah.
And so she's going to go with Tara to art class. And this guy bumps into Buffy and like keeps going and doesn't say anything. And they're like, wow, rude.
Mhm.
And then we see that it's Jonathan. And he kind of like says into a little microphone, like, okay, the inhibitor has been placed. So he like put something on Buffy's
He put
sweater.
something on him. Yep.
So Willow takes off, and Tara says that her and Buffy have like a little bit of time to kill before their class starts. But she like gives her textbook so she can kind of look through it. And she's like, don't worry, it's very mellow. And Buffy opens it and is like, I mean, sure, I guess. But Buffy's like overwhelmed again. And then time like skips. There's like a noise. And then time skips, and Tara's like in the middle of a story, like a story. And Buffy's like, wait, what? What? Like, what happened? Like, what are you talking about? And she's like, oh, wow, you really got into that book. She's like, yeah, I guess so. And then time skips again.
Yep.
And she's like, come on, let's go. We're waiting for class. So she sees Tara in the distance. Buffy tries to go up to the door of the classroom. It closes because the class has started. She's missed it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it happens again, and the door opens and everyone's leaving. And Tara tells her, you missed the class. Like, what happened? Where were you? And she's like, what do you mean I missed the class? Like,
yeah.
And then she sees the clock kind of like,
it's so weird. Yeah.
Yeah, like goes very quick, like blurs because it's going so fast. And she's like, what the heck? And then Tara's gone. So she's like very confused. She like wanders outside, and eventually like it just keeps going. It keeps happening like continuously. And like people are like zooming around her and like running into her, and she's like flying everywhere. It kind of sounds like a beehive.
Yeah.
Like it's just like buzzing. And she like crawls under this table
Yeah.
and realizes it's her. It's like something might be on her. And she finds this little
microscopic
thing.
Yeah.
And it's got a camera on it. So like the Jonathan and them have been watching.
They can see her.
And watch it. And they see that she's found it. So they
freaking out.
Yeah. So they self-destruct it, and it goes poop, and it's gone.
Yeah.
It just explodes in a little poof. Yeah, so everything goes back to normal, and everyone's just walking around. She like crawls out and is like, what the hell was that? Like, what just happened?
It was weird.
And then they talk about
what are they
like
scoring?
They get a score. Like who And so Andrew's score is 220. Warren's score is 220 because that was Warren's test. His test.
Okay. Tests are stupid. Anyway, okay.
Yeah, they're like testing how like quickly she figures stuff out, like all these things. Okay, so now we're at the construction site where Xander works. So I guess based on that, Buffy's like, school's not gonna happen right now. Like she's just it's too much.
Also, maybe make some money to offset the negative money.
College isn't going anywhere.
Nope.
College is always going to be there.
It'll be there.
Your house won't if you can't keep it. So yeah, we go. He gets her a temp job. He like calls in some favors, gets her a temp job on the crew, and she's kind of telling him about what happened. Let's like fast forward freak out that happened at school, and that I don't know why Giles would say it could be stress related because they've dealt with a lot of weird things.
Yep.
So like this isn't the weirdest thing that's ever happened to Buffy.
No.
We think maybe it was stress related. Thinking like saying like she's like I didn't imagine it. And every time they tell Buffy she's imagining something, it always actually happens. If you notice that, that happens a lot.
It's all in your head.
Yeah, it's all in your head. And oh my god, these guys in this whole part of the episode.
Suck. Well, also Xander was trying to like when she was trying to tell him about the clock thing, wasn't he kind of like brushing her off?
Yeah, he was brushing her off. Yeah.
Yeah, and then these construction guys were.
Oh my god, the toxicity was just like dripping from these scenes. So they're all the boss is a complete jerk.
Yeah,
he's like,
why did you
Barbie? Yeah, he's like, call him Barbie or whatever, and like telling her like, why did you bring her? And he's like, no, just like give her a chance.
She's really strong.
He's really strong. And the guys are just like such jerks. Like, there's one guy that says like, oh, don't let them bother you. Like, don't let them like bully you basically into doing something and hurting yourself because trying to do more than you can do because you can hurt yourself. So I guess he's whatever. Is he the one later that's like, oh, I didn't know anything? I can't remember if that's the same guy. Okay, then screw him.
Yep.
He was nice for a second.
At first, and then she saved his ass, and then he was just like,
right. I couldn't remember if it was the same guy. Yeah.
Crazy.
Screw him. He was okay, and then
I think his name was Vince or something.
His toxic masculinity came out full
Yeah.
eventually. Eventually. He just held off a little bit longer than the others. All right. So he's like, yeah, why don't you move those big, heavy, like steel beams?
Hmm.
Yeah, and so she just picks one up, hauls it over her shoulder, and is like, where do you want me to
Like it's
go?
nothing.
And just
Yeah.
da 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 da. And they were like, what the hell?
Yeah. That's
Whatever.
pretty
So there
cool.
she goes. She goes off. Um, yeah, and like Buffy's strong. And then she's like, while she's moving everything and like helping out, and she actually seems to be like semi enjoying
She
it.
seems like, yeah, and she's doing a good job.
Yeah, she's chit chatting with one of the other, a different guy, a completely different person of that group. And he's like, hey, you're like doing too good of a job. We get paid by the hour, so you need to like slow down and like milk this essentially, like milk the hours.
Yeah.
Which isn't like really about like her doing a bad job. She's just like
No.
whatever. But she's like, oh, okay, like sorry, you know. Um Ace. Oh, okay. So then we go back to like the van, and it's Andrew's turn. So Andrew is doing he's like he summons these demons to
Hmm.
come and get Buffy to fight her.
Someone has to play flute for this.
Yeah, he's like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo,
Hmm.
and these demons come. I think there's 3 of them. And so Buffy's just like so okay, yeah, so she's getting some water. That like asshole boss comes up to her, and they're about to talk. And then she pushes them out of the way because these demons have like come down on the construction site. So she's fighting them. She's one by one. She's like, killing them. All these people see it. They're like screaming and everything, and she's saving them.
They do see it.
Yes, they see it because they're like, "Wah!"
Yeah.
She kills them one by one, but as she kills them, they like liquidate. They like melt into nothing.
Yeah. They're like vampires who dust, but they're like slime instead.
Yeah, they leave little like marks on the ground, like little like wet
Sweat
spots.
Yeah.
She could be like, "What's that? What's that stain? That's a demon stain." See, yeah. So eventually she kills them all. The last one she kills,
Well,
with, like the
also she,
hydraulic, like lift. When she like smashes his head in there, that was great. That was a good kill.
But also she like had to like knock down a wall at one point.
Yeah, like she does. There is some damage because of the fight. Yeah. So of course they disappear. So there's no evidence. And Xander runs in. He's like, "Oh my god, what happened?" And she's like, "Oh, like demons." And he's like, "Yeah, not here, not where I work." It's like, do you think that
choose where the demons go?
And that's what she says, saying like, "Well, but
cool.
Like
next time she can just let them kill everybody."
Yeah, okay, Xander. Like,
yeah, exactly.
What a stupid thing to say. Anyway, so the boss gets back up and he's like, because he's been pushed over, he like is bleeding, and he's like, "I came over here to tell her that she's doing a good job, and then she just went crazy on me." And she's like, "Well, I saved you guys from those things."
Yep,
and
exactly.
all the little bros are too toxic to be like, "I don't know what that was, but like, yeah, she did it, and they're gone or whatever."
Nope.
And nope, I don't know what you're talking about, man. You're crazy, you lady. And so one says, "Is it the time? Is it that time of the month?"
Oh my god, yes. Are you shitting me right now?
Oh.
I once broke up with a guy for saying that to me.
Good. Yeah, that's classic a-hole behavior.
Yeah, it is.
A-hole behavior. Oof.
Yeah. Any people watching this right now, do not
oh my god,
ask a lady about that, because heaven forbid she just wants to argue about something or like
calling you on your shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Must be on her period.
Yeah.
Like, no, come back to me when I'm on my period and I'll rip your head off. That's what will happen on my period. This is me being
normal.
Calm. This is me being like standing up for myself. Yeah, so completely like she should just let them get eaten alive. But she didn't, because she's too good for them. So it's like this really had a chance to like work out. Like, not because those assholes made it hard, but like she seemed to be enjoying it more than the other things that she tried. But she like leaves, and of course Xander fires her.
Yeah. Well, I get it.
Yeah. I mean,
also she sees the van though, right? At one point.
So Okay, so also like yeah, there's a lot of let's rewind a tiny bit. There's a lot of damage because of that wall, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, like this is gonna be so much to fix, like all that." So there's
Yeah.
that. So she's cost money,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then assaulted air quotes people. Yeah, so uh, she's fired. So in the van, the guys start like fighting about. This is where they start fighting about. Is this when they
I
start
don't
fighting
remember.
about a James Bond? But anyway, they start fighting. Oh wait, no wait. They're using the binoculars. That's what it is, I think. And they're fighting with the binoculars, and then they land on the horn,
Oh yeah,
and
that's right.
it's like the Star Wars
The
theme.
Death Star, whatever, or
It's a
like
Star
yeah,
Wars theme.
yeah, of course.
So Buffy
So
looks over. That's very like
because
it's not just like a car
it's
beeped.
noticeable. Yeah.
Yeah, and she like sees the van, and then they all hide because they see her looking, and they all look at Andrew. He's like, "You said to get rid of the thing on the side. That's all you said." Like he thought that
Yeah,
the horn would be fine.
of course.
Yeah, so that's
So
bad.
inconspicuous.
Yeah, yeah. So she's fired. So then we go third time's a charm? Question mark. We go to the magic box,
Yeah.
and she did say earlier to Xander like, "Oh God, like I had to turn down like Giles's offer to work at the magic box because like that's like the worst." Here she is now.
Without that.
Here she is. Yeah.
That's great.
Um. But like we have to also mention that Xander does say, "Yeah, I see that somebody's doing something to you now. Like that these are
Like someone's
connected.
messing with you.
Someone's messing with you."
Yep.
So she does tell Giles, and he like has this huge the research table's full of books.
Time anomaly and demon attacks.
Yeah, and he's just trying to find like some kind of
Connection
between them. So he's casting a wide net. So that's what he's going to be doing, and it's Buffy's first day as a retail associate at the Magic Box. So Anya is training her. Can you imagine? Nightmare if you had to work with her. So she's training her. And we see, like, talking about this is what you do, like, with, like, you could special order things, you know, blah, 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 blah. Just going through, like, the binder full of, like, how to do a receipt, whatever. And then we see, like, there's a skull on, like, near the research table that has a camera in it.
Mm-hmm.
And we see that, you know, so the
they're watching her.
The trio can watch this. All right, so now it's Jonathan's turn. And he does a little Latin spell over a magic bone, which they keep laughing about. And he says it, and then like the smoke like happens, and it just gets too bad. They have to open the back of the van, and all the smoke comes out because they're like choking, and you can like see it. It's parked outside, the very front of the magic box, but Buffy doesn't notice it. So the lady comes in, and Giles says to her like, "Oh, you think about like selling stuff here more like the library. You're focused on service, not selling. Then you know, think you'll be more successful long term instead of just trying to like sell to somebody. Because obviously he doesn't sell anything at the library. It's about service. That's what he was getting paid for. So that's how he kind of tries to talk to her.
Yeah.
So a lady comes in. There's already a guy in there, and Anya's like, "Go ahead, go sell her something." So she walks by this guy. He wants her opinion on a I don't know why you'd go to the like shopping for a candle here, unless you wanted it like for like a spell, like a love spell or something. But he wants to know like which smells nicer, and she gives him the lemon one and not the essence of slug,
which is fair.
So easy help there. Gives him the candle, and then she talks to the lady, and the lady is looking for a mummy hand for a prosperity spell.
Right.
And I called, said that you guys had one, so yeah, that's what she's there for. So she goes downstairs. She's like, "Yeah, we have one downstairs." She goes downstairs to get the mummy hand, and it's just like sitting there.
Yeah, it's and like, do you know what this reminds me of? The Addams Family.
Yeah. Thing.
Yes, thank you.
Thing. Yeah, Thing. And I actually like how this little hand has like a little bit personality. Yes, like whoever was like the hand actor for this, like because they had like the green like sleeve on or whatever, they did a good job. I think they give it a little personality. Yeah. So she goes to get it, and it like attacks her.
Yeah, chokes her.
Tries to attack her, and so she has to stab it with a dagger. And then she comes upstairs. She's like, "Here you go," and you get the dagger for free. Like, see how it's inlaid and everything. She's like, "You've destroyed it. Like, there's no power left in it. Like, I don't want this." And she's like, Buffy says, "Oh, it's just playing." And she's like, Wake up, little scamp, she calls it. She's like, oh, stop it. Stop playing around. You're fine. But yeah, so it's not going to work. And it's dead. And so then she turns around and then the lady comes in again.
Yep.
And she's like, what?
And then Giles is trying to talk to her again. He doesn't say the exact same thing, but it's similar.
Yeah. And she's like, wait, what? You just said this. You just said this. And then the guy asks about the candles again.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lady's like, oh, I'm here for a mummy hand.
Yep.
And Buffy's like, okay. So she goes downstairs and she's trying to like catch it. And she's like using like salad tongs to catch it. And then she brings it up to the lady. And then she like looks in the bag. It's just a bag, like a paper bag. And she's like, looks at her. And Buffy says, fingers sold separately. So she had to cut all the fingers off of it to catch it. And then it happens again.
Yep.
So we get another kind of version of this. And Buffy brings it up, but it starts choking the lady. And she's trying to like get it away from the lady's neck. She gets it up there and it's like attacking the lady.
Lady should realize though, this is how hard it is to get.
Yeah. It's almost like she forgets every time though, isn't it? So it happens again. The poor guy with the candle, he gets so much taken out on him. She's
like, you like Slug? Go with Slug. She's not going to sleep with you anyway.
Yeah, she is like not having it. She tries to leave. She just tries to walk out of the magic box. Yep. And as she walks out of the front, she enters through the back.
Yep.
And so she just like is stuck. She's like started looping. I mean, she's been looping for a while. And then again, it happens. And it just shows Buffy hanging out with the hand down there. And the hand's just playing with the salad tongs.
Yeah,
was playing with them. And she's just like, That was my favorite part of this whole thing. When she's like just hanging out with it. And it's just like, it's just playing with the salad tongs. That cracked me up so much. She just like, she's like, let's hang out down here with you. And then she rips off the bell because it rings always. Every time that lady comes in, the bell rings. She rips it off. Doesn't matter. The lady comes in again and it comes back. So she's losing her mind at this point. So the next time Giles is talking to her, she grabs his glasses because he's cleaning his glasses every time. And she just stomps on them.
Oh my God.
And she just is like totally so frustrated. Then she attacks the lady and says, you're doing this. You're making this happen. And she just like tackles the lady. Then she's just crying. She's just like sobbing. She doesn't know what to do. And then she's talking to the lady again.
Yeah.
And she's like, that lady, that hand isn't going to work. Like it's effective. And she's like, that hand is effective, but I can special order one for you. And we kind of forgot to mention the whole point of this loop is that she has to satisfy the customer.
Yep.
So Buffy's able to special order the hand.
And that lady is finally very happy about it.
She's a satisfied customer and she leaves.
It's going to get delivered straight to you.
And the loop ends.
Yep.
So they're all like, yay, Buffy, you made your first sale. And he's going to bring...
She forgot to charge for delivery.
She forgot to charge for delivery. And Anya's, okay, yeah, it's your first day. And like, Giles like, that's okay. And then Anya's like, yeah, we'll just take it out of your pay.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
And Giles is like, yeah, I guess, like, I guess Buffy would understand. And she just is like, no, puts her name tag down.
Bye.
Walks out. I'm done with this. So, we go to Spike's. First time we see Spike this episode. And she is just
This place looks different, by the way.
Yeah, it looks nice. It's got ambiance. It's got candles and everything. Yeah. And they're just having drinks. They're just having shots because she is like...
She's done with
this
right now.
I am like... And she's told him everything that's happened with the three kind of incidences. And she's like, yeah, somebody's trying to mess up my life, even though it didn't need to be messed up because it was already bad. Like, it was already messed up. And it's funny, every time she takes the shot through like the rest of this episode, she's like whoa.
Very dramatic.
It's so funny. It's like she's like whoa. Even when she's not
why drinking it then?
Even because she wants to get drunk. She wants to forget. It's a means to an end. She obviously doesn't enjoy the taste. And I like even when she's not on camera, when she takes a drink, she goes, you still hear. So Spike's like, come on, like you can't just let these guys, like these people or whatever it is, mess with you. Like, Giles is doing research. He's like, well, we need to hit the demon world and like all this. I think you'd really like enjoy it, like the dark side of like life and blah 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 blah. I think you'd like it. And she's like, okay, well, are there drinks in your world? Okay. So, and he just gives her cute smiles in this little scene. I gotta be honest. Like,
Yeah, he does.
You think she's adorable when she's trying to get drunk. Be real. I think she also was like, I'm cutting you off. Like, he is stone cold sober, even though he's drinking all these things, and she is already drunk.
She's so drunk.
Even though she keeps telling him he's the drunk one. Like, he has had enough, even though she's drunk. Yeah, so we go to a demon bar. I don't think it's Willie's. It's a different one. And he's like, oh, he tries to buy her a drink, and she just grabs the whole bottle from the bartender. And he's like, we're going into the back room. That's where we're going. So he goes back there, and there's like these guys playing poker. And she's like, I'm not going to sit here while you play poker. Like, I'm going to like beat them up and like do my thing. And he's like, let's talk to them. Like they talk while they play, and maybe we'll find out if anything's like in the demon world going around.
He's being very reasonable.
Yeah, so he's like, we'll play, and like we'll see what they talk about, like, you know, gossip and everything, hot goss. That's what he's trying to get. And so she's like, fine. And so he sits down. And he's like, okay, so I don't remember what happens first, but then they like ante up and they play instead of like poker, like chips, they play for kittens.
And they bring out a basket
full of kittens. And Buffy's like horrified that they play for kittens.
It's really cute.
Yeah. And he's like, what? They're delicious, one of the guys. And she's like,
God.
My God. And Spike doesn't have any kittens to like start playing with. And so he's like, somebody like spot me. And then he says, somebody stake me. And Buffy's like, I'll do it. And she's like, well, you were just going to let me. I wasn't going to let that just go. Like, that was just there for me. Yeah, and Buffy's just bleh in the back, in the corner drinking. Yeah, so Spike's going to play kitten poker with these guys. And I don't have it with me. It's in the other room. But the guy that has all the, like, the melty kind of looking skin, that's Clem. And I have a sticker of him in my water bottle.
Oh, nice.
So maybe we'll see him again. I don't know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the trio was in the van, and they're heading to the bar. So they're gonna go and like, they're like, oh, why stop now? We're gonna keep messing with her.
And they seem to think they're supervillains.
They do think that they're supervillains. Yeah. And this is where they just, for the rest of the episode, they basically argue about James Bond, who is the best James Bond, and like very strong opinions about it. So they all start fighting about it. So at the bar,
Buffy's drunk.
Buffy has been drunk for quite a while, but she's drunker. And Spike's like won a lot of like kittens. So he's like, yeah, he's like cleaning them all out, and they accuse him of cheating. And he's like, this guy has x-ray vision to one of the guys, and he's like, I'm not using it. Well, then Clem stands up and's like, you're cheating. And he like sees like in one of his like skin folds, there's like an ace. He's like, how did that get in there? I could have leaned on that weeks ago. The kitten poker is so funny. And he's like, oh my God, okay, you guys are all like cheating. And he's like, you need to get out of here. You just need to leave because we think you're cheating. And Clem says to Spike, like, you know, you brought your human in here. And it's like, her skin is so tight, I don't know how you couldn't even look at her. And that is set Spike off because he's like said that about Buffy. So he gets up and there's about to be a rumble. And Buffy comes over and she's like, this is it. Like, this is ridiculous. We're leaving. And she turns over the basket and's like, run, kittens, and like sets them all free. And she's had it. We got nothing out of this. He just played kitten poker. And so it's like, hey, I won those. But they're all running away and like getting away. Yeah. So they're walking out through the bar and he tries to stop her. And she's like really mad. She's like, you were supposed to like fix my life. You were supposed to like bust heads and fix my life. And we learned nothing. And she talks about how like the only person she can stand to be around is a neutered vampire who cheats at kitten poker. And he says, oh, you saw this cheating then, did you? Yes. And she's like, oh, plus, I think you're drunk. And she walks in, he's like, ugh. He's like, I'm in love with this woman, but she tests me. She is testing me, but I love her. So they go out to he follows her out to the alley, and she's just stopped there, and she sees the black van again.
Yep, she notices it.
And she's sober enough, I guess, to like, I've seen that van before. Yeah, it was at the construction site, and it's here, and yeah, she's like starts like walking towards it, and they're too busy fighting about James Bond.
Bonds.
Yeah, who's better and everything, and so they don't notice that she gets closer.
And she's walking over, yep.
Yeah. So when they notice she's like there, they're like, oh my God, we have to do something. Like, Jonathan, do something. So Jonathan turns into a demon to look like a demon.
Hmm.
And he jumps out and he's like, I am a demon. You cannot defeat me, Slayer. And he looks pretty scary,
He does look
but it's
scary.
all
And
looks.
he's like, but don't kill me.
And as he's like distracting her, they take off without him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They drive away and he looks back. He's like, oh my God, they're leaving me. And Buffy tries to beat him up, but she's like, falling on the ground because she's drunk. But she does manage to kick him in the gonads. And he's like, oh, and then he says, oh man, you defeated me. You defeated me. And he like throws out some smoke and runs away. In the background, you can see him running. They are like, oh, he poofed and like he disappeared, but you can see him running away,
Yeah,
running,
yeah,
following
you
the
can.
van.
Yeah.
He was following the van. Yeah. So she's like, he just like they did you see that? He just like disappeared. And she's like, I don't know how she gets to this, but she's like, she starts to feel sick. Like the alcohol starts to like affect her in the not great way. So Jonathan bats up with the van. He turns back into a human, and he's like, I was still me. I just looked like a demon. So he gets back in the van, and they're like, man, we have like so much data on Buffy. We have like speed, resilience. We have all this data. And now this is where they name themselves. Like, well, I guess Warren names them the trio. So that's like their big bad name.
It's the trio versus the Slayer.
The trio versus the Slayer. So this is gonna be a thing now. We have all this like stuff that we can take over, all this stuff so we can defeat her, or like keep her out of our way. Basically, I think that's kind of like the point in the beginning is to keep her out of the way, or like dodge her and stuff, so they can just do whatever they want, not necessarily like take her on, directly. And then they're like, hey, guess what we found? Free cable porn. So then they're very happy about that.
Great.
Happy about that. So at Buffy's coming out of the bathroom, sick. She's been throwing up for a while, and he like brings her some water, and she's
That's
like,
nice.
I'm feeling a little bit better. And she's sobered up at this point, and she's just like, I am messing up so bad. I am just like not doing anything right. And Giles tries to like comfort her.
Yeah.
Says you're putting too much pressure on yourself. You're trying to take too much on. Like
she doesn't have to figure it all out right now. Like it's.
And she says, well, the people at the phone company think differently. They don't think I have time to figure it out, and I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. They don't think I'm putting enough pressure. And he's like, well, regarding that, he like gives her a check. We never see what the amount is for because we don't really know. We don't even know how much she is in debt. We don't get any numbers. So he gives her a check, and she tries to politely decline it. And he's like, okay, we'll just tear it up. She's like, no, I'm going to take it. Like, I have to.
Thank you.
Yeah,
she
I
needs
have
it.
to. She needs it.
And she's like, it's a little like having my mom back.
Yeah, it made her feel safe. And she says, thank you. And she's like, I'm going to go tell Dawn, that she doesn't have to worry and stuff. And she says, this makes me feel safe, like knowing that you'll always be here.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like smiles at her. And then when she walks away, his like smile fades.
His face falls.
Yeah. He's like, ooh. Yeah. It hasn't been a discussion. Like, he's left. Like, his life is over in England now. Like, but what's going to happen?
I mean, we just assume that he's coming back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, he can't sleep on their couch forever. Like, what's going to happen? Yeah. And his smile just, like, kind of fades. So we're left with, like, an uneasy feeling with, like, Giles. Like, what is he going to happen with him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's the end of the episode. Kind of happy ending for Buffy at the end. Kind of. I mean, like, take some of the pressure off of her. A lot of the pressure.
Yeah.
Okay, so my favorite quote was when Buffy says, maybe I should ease back in with some non-taxing classes, like Introduction to Pies or Advanced Walking. I loved that.
That was pretty cute.
I loved that.
Yeah.
And then my favorite scene, I said, was the end scene with Buffy and Giles.
Yep.
Like, where she's like, knowing you'll always be here and it made me feel safe. And she just, like, the relief that he gave her, like, emotionally and financially and stuff. And he's, I don't know if I'm putting this the right way, but like, okay, his association with her has made him money. You know what I mean? Like, if there was no Slayer, there would be no Watchers. So he's been being paid forever. So I think it's
Because he was
acceptable.
getting paid to be a watcher.
Yeah,
And he
and
was
a
also,
librarian.
I was going to say, at one point, a librarian. And I'm
Yeah,
hoping the magic box makes some money.
yeah. So yeah, exactly. And so he has the magic box. He got all back pay from when they were not in the council. That was one of her stipulations.
Oh, I forgot about
He
that.
got all the back pay.
Okay.
He's got a business. He's being paid as a watcher.
And he doesn't seem like he spends a lot of money, honestly.
Yeah, so yeah, give her a check and she should take it.
Yeah. Yeah. She should get paid for what she does. So.
Yes. I mean, it was sweet of him, but yeah, like this is like appropriate, I think.
This is owed.
So yeah, and it was like a sweet scene with that, but left like uneasy at the end.
Yeah, I'm assuming we'll find out more about that soon.
Yeah. So.
Yep. My favorite quote was actually the one where she says to Spike, "You're the only person I can stand to be around," or the only person I can stand to be around is a neutered vampire who cheats at kitten poker. Because it made me laugh so hard. Um, Also, the part where she says, like with the mummy hand, "Oh, it's just playing dead, little scamp." That made me laugh.
That was so
cute.
funny.
Like, oh
She
my
like hits
God.
it, little scamp. It was so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, that was a cute little scene.
That was great.
And my favorite scene is the same as yours, the one at the end with Giles. But yeah, it's gonna suck.
Yeah, I did love the kitten poker scene though. That was like so funny. I loved it.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. Oh yeah, and also my like little sticker of Clem has a little like ace in his little arm, like his little like fold.
Nice.
And it has him with like with a kitten and stuff. I should just go. Anyway, I'll show you next time. Remind me. Okay, yeah. So I gave it a 4.5. How you gave it lower? I love the kitten poker. This is the beginning of kitten poker, or like the kitten thing. We will see a little bit more of like the kittens stuff.
Okay. Hopefully not them eating kittens.
No, there's no eating of the kittens
Okay,
that we see. We never see kittens being eaten. I put poor Buffy. She's been put through the ringer.
Yeah.
In this episode, so I feel bad for her, and it does kind of. I didn't make too many notes on this episode, but it also does reinforce her reliance on Giles.
Yep.
I mean, it was like both like the last two episodes. It's ended on that, like where she takes off to LA and is like, Giles, you can, you can, and then and then this time it's like that. Yeah, she's like that. You'll always be here, and yeah. So I think we're underlining over a few episodes here that like her reliance. He's worried about her reliance on him. It's a concern for him. So that's a big deal for this episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gave it a 4.5, but I don't feel strongly about that. Like I could be,
I gave it a 3.5.
Wow, okay. That's okay.
I liked, so the parts I liked were like with the parts with Giles. Yeah, how Giles is just like really trying to reassure her, like, you don't have to figure everything out right now. Like, you're being too hard on yourself. Like, yeah, you do need to figure stuff out, but like, just like take it easy. It's gonna work out. Like, it's just gonna work out. I liked that part, and that he did help her out financially. That was really great too. I also liked the magic box thing. I really like a good tribute to Groundhog Day. That was cool. That was fun. The things I didn't like about it, the construction guys were awful.
They were awful.
I took off so many points for that. That was just not it wasn't even funny. So I was just like, eh.
No.
Also the trio. I'm not loving it, to be honest. I find it annoying. I'm not a fan, and I'm like, if this is going to be the big bad for this season, I hope it's not, because this is not. I'm so over these guys. We've seen them already. Like, I don't need to see them back again. I don't need to see them messing with her. I don't know what they're going to end up doing with all this data they're collecting, but like, I just didn't like it. So
yeah. Okay, you're not a fan of the trio.
No.
Don't think they're going anywhere soon.
Okay.
At the same time.
I mean, okay, just hopefully they're not like all season. But yeah, okay.
That's all I'll say. All right. So the next episode is All the Way. It's our next Halloween episode.
Episode 6.
Yep. And oh god, 7 is after that. Oh, my all-time favorite episode. Like, best.
Okay.
If I could only watch one Buffy episode for the rest of my life, it would be that one.
Interesting. Oh, it's gotta be. I think I know what happens in that episode then.
There's a lot of good stuff in that episode.
But I have a feeling one specific thing I can think of.
I don't know. All right. What is Xander dressed up for Halloween? Okay. I can't remember the other. Like I remember Anya as well.
It's not a bunny.
So she's done that before. Remember at that season 4, she did dress up as a bunny because it was something scary. Something scary.
Yeah. So she's not going to do it again though.
Yeah.
Like, he wouldn't do that to her. So
yeah.
Okay.
You could say Anya too. Like if you get either of them right, that's fine. Like I can only remember Anya and Anders.
I don't know, like a cowboy? Ugh, no, a ghost.
You're warm. You're warm. It's like a traditional.
Cowboy?
It's like
It's like a traditional. Okay.
yeah. It's like a kid could be this as well. It's nothing like too
Cowboy,
like
ghost. Nothing too scary or whatever.
no. Anya's is way more niche,
Okay.
but Xander's isn't.
Okay, I'm gonna say things like cowboy, ghost, sheriff, vampire. That'd be funny. Vampire.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Vampire. All right. But it'd be funny, like Buffy be like annoyed. All right. So that wraps up season 6, episode 5, Life Serial. Again, you can find us on all major podcast apps and YouTube and Instagram at One Girl in All the World Pod. You can also email us at onegirlpod@gmail.com. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week with season 6, episode 6, All the Way. See you real soon.
Bye.